and welcome back to the Insurance Guru. My name is Ayanda Malele, and thank you so much for tuning in once again as we talk about my favorite subject, insurance. Today's video, I wanted to clarify something, especially for people that are studying towards an insurance qualification, or if you're studying towards your LLB as well, because these things come up. As you know, an insurance policy is a contract. So if your car is insured with insurer XYZ, there is a contract that is in place. And now there are certain elements that are essential elements of just any contract and essential elements of an insurance contract. So in this video, I'm just going to look at the essential elements of a contract. So any contract that you may possibly have gone in or are already in needs to have these elements in order for it to be a valid contract. Should one of these things not be present in the contract, that contract is null and void. So here is a list of the essential elements of a normal contract. Offer and acceptance, consensus, good faith, or they call it bona fide in Latin, legal capacity, physical capacity, formalities. Let's look at offer and acceptance. Offer and acceptance is a contract needs to have somebody that offers something and the other person says, oh, I will take this. I offer you my hand in marriage and you take it and then we marry. I don't know if I use it in the correct way in this way, because when you get married, who offers and who marries? Either way, but what I'm trying to say here is that somebody has to make an offer and then somebody needs to accept the offer. Otherwise, think about it. I can't accept something that wasn't offered because I'd probably be stealing it. And I can't offer with no one accepting it, and I just say, you in a contract. That usually happens with those things that call you and say, press 1 now, press 1 now. And then you press it and now your airtime is getting charged by so much money because they offered, but no one accepted. But somehow you did, you know? And I guess with the pressing 1, it is sort of like you are accepting because they say press 1 now, but they're not telling you what's happening. So there's no full offer in that situation. So I hope this explanation sort of gets your mind into offer and acceptance. There needs to be that. Otherwise, the contract is invalid. The next one is consensus. Consensus is that we both understand. It's called the meeting of the minds, where we both agree. We enter it, you know, in a state where I know what you're offering me and I know what I'm getting for it. And between the two of us, we both have a meeting of the minds and we call that consensus. I can't just, that's why it's very much, I can't have a contract without another party being willing to, but then we are in the same contract. It does not work like that. There needs to be some consensus, agreement for us to move on. The next element is good faith, bona fide. Good faith is clean heart, you know. Obviously all our hearts are a bit scrummy now and then, but good faith is I enter into this with the utmost good faith. I'm here not to gain or to rob you of something. I'm entering because you said you're selling a pen and I said I want a pen. I wasn't thinking I'm going to con you or this or the other. I entered into a contract with good faith. And good faith is, you know, if we start a contract as well and you were a bit dishonest, there was no good faith. If we start a contract and there was misrepresentation of information, there was no good faith, because now the contract is a bit merged by your little skelemness type thing. So that is what good faith is. And so if it's ever picked up that there was no good faith at the beginning of the contract was null and void. It never existed. Then there also needs to be capacity. Now capacity can be legal capacity and physical capacity. Legal capacity is it legal to enter into this contract? I can't sell you a stolen car because it's not legal, so that therefore it lacks the legal capacity and therefore contract is null and void. And then there also needs to be a physical capacity where I can physically say, here's a cell phone, you're buying a cell phone for me, I gave you the cell phone. Physically, it's possible to deliver on this contract. I cannot, for instance, promise to fill out the Sun Arena in Pretoria and belt out Celine Dion songs because my singing is not that amazing. It's great, but not that amazing. So physically, it's impossible for me to deliver that concert. Therefore, if I wrote all these wonderful things about how many followers and this and that, and then I submit the contract and we both sign the contract, if it gets picked up that this person's voice is a bit ugh, then, there's no physical capacity, and therefore the contract is null and void. I need to be able to give or deliver what I said I will deliver on. The last one is formalities. So formalities, a lot of contracts don't need formalities as such, and that means that for us to conclude this contract, what does it need? Does it need to be in writing? So you'll find that in terms of selling of land, that is the one that needs to be in writing fully. I'm not a very big legal person, but yes, the sale of land needs, something written down. But in terms of other contracts, we can have a, verbal agreement and we both agree to it, but it's obviously always better, wiser to have it in writing. And then when you come to an insurance contract, definitely needs to be in writing to some degree, because you won't understand half the things that are covered. So basically, those are all the different elements of the essential elements of a basic contract. So the next video now, I will go through the essential elements of an insurance contract, because remember what I said at the beginning, if one of these is not present at the beginning of the contract, scratch, there's no contract there, because there was no good faith, or there was actually no car to be sold, or there was a stolen car to be sold. So just look at it in that way. And even the formalities, was this in writing? Did we give them the policy schedule, or and the wording that supports it, etc. So yes, long and short of it, I hope this video did help. So the next video now, I'm going to tackle the elements of an insurance contract. So over and above these that I've listed for you, there needs to be now these additional ones to make it an insurance contract. I hope this video helped, and if you like it, please just leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel as well. Tell your friends, your cousins, and everybody else to watch. I will see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.